guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Last Son and this is Joshi Puroresu Japan 89. So I'd plan on changing things up a little bit with how I put these videos out. Instead of putting out an hour long block of content, breaking it up a little bit into smaller episodes, maybe covering a weekly show or two, and then if it was close to the pay-per-view, adding that in. Unfortunately, all that data I made a mistake and it is lost now. So I have to go through this weekly show and it's going to kind of spoil everything I was going to talk about, but I'll go back into the other events then and we'll talk about what had happened, and then we'll do the JPP 3T tag team tournament. And going forward, I'll try to do, like I said, a weekly show or two. Try to keep the videos around 15 to 20 minutes. That way it's not an hour time commitment for you guys to have to watch. So we'll go ahead and head into this. And some of the teams we were going to have, obviously, I had to go through and create all these and pay creative points. I wish that feature would be changed a little bit for tag team tournaments, that you could do 2v2s. But so we have Uri and Otanio taking on Knight and Aries. And I think I'm going to have Knight and Miss Aries pick up the victory here. Fashionistas and Incendia and Mammoth Mizuno, the Fallen Angels entry. Fashionistas going to get the victory. It was almost a 4-star match. Suzumi, that's Takeshi Suzumi and Suzumi Date taking on Sakura no Aishi. I think we're going to have Suzumi and Date get the victory here. That's a 3.5-star rated match. Living Legends, Grand Mistresses. Living Legends are Fumiko Takahashi and Giantess Kyoko. They'll pick up the victory. 4.25 rated match. We have Okami and Sanderson. Okami and Sanderson get the win over Jira and Ishigo. Kondo and Jira over the Wuxia Queens. We have Gray and Marlowe over the Savage Angels is Aoki Natsuko and Wakana Asami. We have Aja and Sasaki taking on Blunt Force Trauma. I think this is where I would give an upset. I'd like to see Blunt Force Trauma get a victory there. Fashionistas versus Uri and Otanio. Fashionistas are going to win. I think Suzumi and Date will take and get the victory over Knight and Aries. Fallen Angels pick up a victory against the Grand Mistresses. Living Legends. Kondo and Jira a victory. Ray and Marlowe. Jira and Ishigo. Well, Jira and Ishigo get a victory there. Let the Wuxia Queens take and beat Blunt Force Trauma. I like Blunt Force Trauma. I'm trying to push them, but we'll let them. I think we'll let the Fashionistas get the victory here. Let the Grand Mistresses pick up a victory over them. Sakura no Aishi over Knight and Aries. Living Legends will pick up a victory over Fallen Angels. I expect this to be a really good match, but I think we'll give Kondo and Jira, yes, really good match. 4.25, but hot match. Let Force Trauma pick up a victory there. Let the Jira and Ishigo take and pick up a victory there. Aja and Sasaki over the Wuxia Queens. Suzumi and Date. Fashionista is looking very strong. Fallen Angels, Living Legends. Good blunt force trauma of victory there. So far, the worst ones we've had are these 3 stars. So pretty happy so far with how the 3-2 tag team tournament is going. We have Aja and Sasaki, Sakura no Aishi. Let's give Fallen Angels a victory. Let Pretty Solar Soldiers pick up a victory over the tag team champions. Living Legends will take over the division right now. Wuxia Queens over Gray and Marlowe. Ando and Jira pick up the victory. Aja and Sasaki. Fallen Angels. Go down here and take a look. I think this might be the last round. Pretty Solar Soldiers getting the victory there. Suzumi and Date. I think I'll let the Passionistas get the victory over Wuxia Queens over the Savage Angels. Blunt Force Trauma. And Sanderson. Let's do Gray and Marlowe there. Aja and Sasaki. Make sure that does Sasaki separate an injury. Okay. This is going to be one of our Faction Warfare. It may have, unfortunately, it may have killed Faction Warfare because of it only had like 1 staleness left. Tommy and Sanderson. Savage Angels a victory over them. If I give Blunt Force Trauma the victory over the Wuxia Queens, Aja and Sasaki potentially could, or not, Kondo and Jira here. Because Aja got hurt, I'll have to go Gray. So, she made it through. Dang. I was hoping to get her out of there, but we'll have the Living Legends go over Aja and Sasaki, and the Passionistas go over Kondo and Jira. Okay. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's take a look at the events. And so on the first show, basically what I had done was I basically showed for each episode of the JPJ Weekly, 4 teams are going to get announced. We started off with Fallen Angels, Incendia and Mizuna being announced, coming out and defeating Abina and Yasumoto. Then we hyped the main event. Pretty Solar Soldiers took on the Nightshade clan. We had hyped the event. Blunt Force Trauma was announced. They took and beat Armgar, Arusu Nagani, and Gandal. We kind of furthered some of our feuds with Saifan and Higashi Suzumi. Passionistas were announced and won. Hyped this backstage confrontation here between Maeda and De Almas. We had Alpha Aka Okami and Carrie Ann Sanderson being announced and winning. Stare down between Suzumi Date and Kashuhito. And then Giantess Kyoko and Fumiko Takahashi being announced and beating Saifan and Devidora de Almas. The next weekly show we had announced, four more teams. We had the Nightshade Clan and 6-woman tag action. We did a day in the life on Incendia. We had Alpha Aka Okami and Devidora de Almas defeating Rakshasa and Wild Tammy Richards. Then we had a storyline going on between that's going to come out into play at the pay-per-view here between Kazuhito and Grace McTavish. She calls her out, basically saying, "I'm tired of everybody I have no say over who I'm taking on next, so I'm picking you, Grace." Basically, I'd like to have an easy, defense this time, so I'm picking you, Grace. Come out and get your title shot. And they have like a sparring match. So that was kind of building into Kazuhito thinking McTavish is easy to defeat, and that's why she picked her. Then we announced Sakura no Ishii in the tournament and who wins. The fight between the Wuxia Queens and the Passionistas. The Pretty Solar Soldiers team was announced and got a victory. Shino Tenshi attacked Giantess Kyoko. Kairi Tanio and Uri defeating Kushida and Hime. Sasaki and Takahashi had a backstage confrontation to push that feud further. And Jira and Kondo announced for the 3T tag team tournament, and they pick up a victory there. So we had Aja slandering the competition here. We had Kazuhito and Europa defeating 2 members of the Pretty Solar Soldiers, Miss Aphrodite and Miss Hermes. Right after that, though, we had Grace McTavish coming out and fighting Kazuhito, basically telling her, "Hey, I'm not so much of an easy target here. I'm going to show you that I'm not an easy target." Furthering that storyline, Rakshasa defeated Kushida. That was a talent request. She wanted to put Rakshasa over, so I took care of that. We did a day in the life of Alpha Aka Okami. Grand Mistresses were announced, and they took on Abina and Dragon Goddess. Sasaki and Takahashi had an off-camera assault. The Fallen Angels entry was announced. It was Incendia and Mammoth Mizuna, and they got a victory over Tengu Hime and Diona Fiori. The main event package, we just hyped that main event up a little bit. Wuxia Queens were announced for the tournament. They defeated Gundao and Takusan. We had some smack talk for the spite feud between Okami and Kondo. And then the main event was Cordelia Gray and Megan Marlowe announcing they were tagging up for the tag team tournament. And they defeated Zaniba and Memento. So in the last show, we had a promo battle. These promo battles basically between 2 members of the teams. So we had Mammoth Mizuna and Casey Sunshine. Kakajira and Kondo were they announced themselves and they defeated Koloff and Gundao. Day in the life of Emmanuel, trying to build some overness and pop for her. Jira and Ishigo announced they took down Abina and Diona Fiori. We had a promo battle between Lot and Incendia and Carrie Ann Sanderson about whose team that was going to win. Aoki, Natsuko, and Wakana Sami were announced and defeated Kushida and Nakusan. Hyped the main event up. Suzumi Date and Higashi Suzumi agreed to team together for the tournament, and they defeated the Nightshade Clan. Kagajira and Lunar Knight had a promo battle about who's, just talking about their chances in the tournament. And then Sasaki and Aja announced for it. And they took on Tengu Hime and Yuko Zaniba. Takahashi and Anakova had the last promo battle. And in the main event, we had Grace McTavish getting the pin over Miyoko Kazuhito, as it was McTavish and Wild Tammy Richards and Kazuhito and Europa. So that furthers that mini storyline that's not a feud. And So we have Grace McTavish and Kashuhito at the pay-per-view, and her getting the pin on her obviously gives her that right anyways. So it's kind of more like she earns it, was the storyline. And she was like, no, you didn't just give me this. You didn't get a pick. I earned this now. And I'll see you at the pay-per-view, basically. So that's where we were. And then we just saw the basically the tag team tournament, and our main it could be the main event, but the final of the 3T tag team tournament will be the team of Fumiko Takahashi, Giantess Kyoko, taking on the Passionistas. So we'll have to see where we want to fit that in to the matches here. So 3 to 5 months for Sasaki injury. She wrestled the rest of that tournament with a fractured wrist. So that sucks, because I think we had her in a feud. It's now gone because it's probably inactive. I think it was with Fumiko Takahashi. So okay, so we need to book Grace and Miyoko. I don't know which one I want to be on last. We'll have this. Yeah, see, there's that. That's unfortunate. We'll have that one. Nope, don't want that one because she's in another. And I think we have a tag team one, yeah, but that's Passionistas involved here, so we can't really do anything with that one. But we do want to have. We want to have Luna, Miss Hera, Miss Aries, Miss Aphrodite, Miss Hermes taking on Lawton, Cynthia, Mammoth, Unabama, Ikubo, and Akuma. Fortunately, we are going to have to blow this off, and we'll add a gimmick. And to blow this off, we'll do a steel cage match. So that gets rid of one. We could always do another member of the Pretty Solar Soldiers versus the Fallen Angels, but we'll see. Maybe they'll get into it with the Nightshade Clan, and we'll open up a feud there. But we'll just have to see how things go. So have let's go to tag teams, and we'll use some of these tag teams that were in the tournament but did not make the final here. So we can just have like a a showcase of some of the talent that was in the tournament itself. Have the mistresses. And we'll have Force Trauma take on 2 members of. I think we'll have it be Azuki and Emmett the Unleashed. So it leaves us with 2. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Europa, Memento, and Tinche, and we'll have Shino Tenchi here. Actually, we'll do Shino Tenchi and Sawa taking on Zeniba, Tenguhime, and Diona Fiore. Minto, Koloff, and Gantao taking on those guys. We have 0 left now. The only person I guess that would be upset with being left off would be Armbar, but I wanted to make sure we had all of our major stars on. Okay, let's see here. This is not going to be for that. Let's select the title. Okay. Yep, we'll go ahead and play this out. Joshi Puroresu Japan presents JPP 3T Tag Team Tournament live tonight in front of a fully packed audience. Fan interest is high. It's going to be headlined by Katsuhito taking on Matavish. And they have a bunch of other highly anticipated matches. Saifan, Higashi Suzumi for the JPJ Ladies All Japan Middleweight Championship. Maki Kondo versus Alpha Aka Okami, and the Pretty Solar Soldiers versus the Fallen Angels. Let's see. They think Katsuhito is going to retain. Living Legends is going to win the 3T Tag Team Tournament. Ancho Marina Maeda wins. Saifan retains. Alpha Okami wins. Rakshasa retains. Wild Tammy Richards wins. Pretty Solar Soldiers win. Suzumi and Date are going to win. Kondo and Jira. Fuxia Queens, no contest. Savage Angels, the Nightshade Clan, Sawa, Shino Tenshi, and Europa win. And they think Koloff, Gandao, and Memento will get the victory here. So we'll head in here. And we'll start off with... Yeah, we'll let Koloff, Gandao, and Memento get the victory. 2.5 stars. Not the greatest. Not the greatest start. But Sawa, Shino Tenshi, and Europa pick that back up with some good psychology in their match. 4.5 rated match there. Glad to see Blunt Force Trauma's morale up. Go ahead and let them pick up the victory over the Nightshade Clan. 3.25 rated match. Let the Grand Mistresses get a victory there. Let Jira and Ishigo pick up a victory. Fuxia Queens get that victory. Kondo and Jira versus Uri and Otanio. Kondo and Jira get the victory. 4.5. We're having some pretty decent matches here. We'll let Gray and Marlowe pick up the victory over Suzumi and Date because they have... oh, I think I just made a mistake too. I had... I guess Suzumi is going to be wrestling twice tonight, so that's a mistake on my part. The Pretty Solar Soldiers are going to win the Faction Warfare 4-star rated steel cage match. While Tammy Richards Aja is going to get the victory there. 4.25, lost half a star because it focused on shortcomings. We're going to have Rakshasa retain over Kaori Otanio for right now. Saifan's going to retain her title. I'm going to let Bancho Marina Maeda pick up a victory. They put on a hot match. Saifan's Higashi Suzumi one was 5.25 stars. That one was a 4-star. Okay. The Living Legends taking on the Passionistas. Who do I want to be the 3T Tag Team Tournament winner? I think we'll let the Living Legends pick up the victory. 5-star match. And here we'll have Yoko Katsuhito defeat Grace McTavish. 4.5-star rated match. 137 creative points. 4.5-star rated match. That was really good. Happy with that. That should get us some fans back. Yep, 5.9k. We have any notes here for us? Wow, Incendia becomes hot. Alpha Aka Okami becomes hot. The event was great. Suzuki's on the shelf, obviously. Emmanuel gets over. The Sawa Shino Tenchi Europa match was a match of the year contender. Kondo and Jira, Uri and Otanio did a all-time classic. Saifan and Higashi Suzumi was a great match. And the Living Legends and Passionistas put on an all-time classic. So I think the best match on the card was the Saifan Higashi Suzumi All Japan Middleweight Championship title match. So go ahead and that. Fumiko Takahashi wants to have a match with Aja. Yeah, sure, that'll work. We completed that. Okay, Miss Day has left National Wrestling League due to a contract ending. Hiro Manson, we completed Giantess Kyoko. Okay. The JPJ World Women's Championship is missing. I don't know how this could have happened. Champion Miyoko Kashuhito has no idea where it is and thinks it was stolen during travel. This is an embarrassment. We're going to have to get the championship back. But for now, I'll have to book without it. Skill increase for one of our people, the scouter. Scouting report for Akiko Ishijima. Available ND. Popularity for Anaquista Loco 2. Okay, so that means that I cannot book the JPJ World Women Tag, or not tag, but the championship itself. I think for the whole next month, we can't use it. So next month's event is the three-way dance. I can work with that. I'll work that in because I was hoping to have it a big match at T-0 hour, which is one of our signature event. So hopefully I'll be able to use it there. So, well, guys, that'll do it for today's episode. Like I said, trying to do a shorter episode so you guys can watch them and binge them if you would like to. If you guys like the content, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm Last Son. This has been Joshi Puroresu Japan. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in our next video.